Let me tell you one thing that can bring any mom to their knees, and that is a baby who is not sleeping through the night. So if you're a parent, you definitely get this. So let's check out the video. It is about Dominique. Dominique is a news anchor from Tennessee, and while she was doing her job, she fell asleep live on air. All right, let me just pull this up and start. She ended up getting invited to the Today Show on NBC, and this is what they had to say about the situation.
Briefly dozes off during a live broadcast. A viewer capturing that video and then, of course, posting it online as well.
Well, Dominique Dillon is very much awake for us here in Studio 1A. We're going to talk to her in just a moment, but first, here's her story.
As someone who delivers the news every day,
in our continuing coverage,
Dominique Dillon never expected to have her own headline-making moment. But that's just what happened when the Good Morning Memphis anchor and reporter was caught on camera dozing off during a report. Video of the
All right, that is kind of funny that she fell asleep on the job, but it was so bad. The whole world got to see what she's going through postpartum. Like, that is something that is so relatable. At least she wasn't doing something more serious like driving or handling heavy machinery and she fell asleep. But here's the thing. When you have a newborn or an infant or a toddler who is not sleeping through the night, it is so tough. On average, research shows that new parents lose about 133 nights of sleep when they bring home a baby. So imagine this news anchor, Dominique, not getting enough sleep, and she's on a morning show and she has to wake up pretty early to go into the TV news station to get ready for her show. So let's listen in to the rest of the story.
Moment quickly going viral.
Sleeping Beauty over here.
Her co-anchor having some fun.
Kind of makes you want to take a nap.
I wasn't napping. There was something in my eye, obviously.
People online quickly jumping to Dominique's defense, posting, "Excellence can be exhausting." A local news meteorologist adding, "I've been there and I get it." Other viewers noting Dominique is a mom of 2 young girls who only returned from maternity leave in April, writing, "She has a little one at the house, so her nights are different right now."
Ain't that the truth? When you have a baby, your nights are so different. And that's exactly like the moms that I deal with on a day-to-day basis. They are telling me that they're not sleeping well. Their baby is waking up 4 to 7 times at night, and their baby is older than 4 months old. That is tough because if you're a working mom, it says Dominique here, she just went back to work a few months ago, so she's still adjusting. Like, that first year after you have a baby, going to work, it takes focus. It takes you having a plan at home. Like, when you go home at night, what does family time look like for you? Do you have a plan to help your baby sleep all night so you can get a break, you can get time to communicate and connect with your spouse or your partner so you can be better prepared and rested to go to work the next day?
Another commenting, "All mamas can relate." The California native got her start in news in 2017, working in Texas and Louisiana before moving to Memphis 2 years later.
Dominique is fly though. She looks pretty good. Considering she just had a baby, she's all put together, her hair is done. She looks like she's doing great at her job until that one snag. And that's what I always tell moms, like, you're doing everything great. You seem like you have it together until you're exhausted. You're so tired that anything could happen. You could be in a big boardroom meeting and you can fall asleep. I experienced that. Like, I was in meetings and I was dozing off after having my first baby and going back to work. After maternity leave, it was tough. And one of the things that I did, me and my husband, we made sure that our baby was sleeping through the night to help us out, especially when it came to working and being alert. So let's keep watching.
Now, she's taking her sleepy moment in stride, sharing this photo with her co-anchor and smiling on the anchor desk the next morning with this quote, Every morning, you have two choices: continue to sleep with your dreams or wake up and chase them.
All right, so that's the story. Let's see what she actually told the reporters on the Today Show, like why this happened in the first place. See if you can relate.
You had
Yes.
a good night's sleep.
Yes.
We're so happy to have you. I think this story just really hit home with so many parents, so many people. You've seen all the support, but we need the backstory, Dominique. We need to understand
Yeah.
what happened because you're used to waking up at 1:30. So what happened?
Okay, so the night before, my husband, he worked at Double at BNSF Railway. I have a 2-year-old, I have an 8-month-old.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get them down to sleep at 8 o'clock, but my 8-month-old, she wasn't having it.
There you go. She broke it down. She has a 2-year-old and an 8-month-old, and she's trying to get them to sleep, and she has to be up by 1:30 in the morning. If those babies aren't sleeping by 7 p.m., she is going to have a tough night. All right, so let's see what else she says.
She's teething.
Yeah, she was teething. She was teething, and I just couldn't console her. I gave her some teething medicine, and nothing was working.
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. Another reason why a lot of moms are struggling right now with their babies not sleeping well is when they are teething. So when your baby is teething, one quick trick that you could do, I always tell moms, you can put a clean washcloth, wet it, put it in a Ziploc bag, put it in the freezer, and then give it to your baby. If they're old enough to hold on to it, grab it and put it in their mouth. That really helps soothe the pain, at least temporarily. And once that is in place, then you'll be better able to pat them, hold their hand, to be there with them as they fall asleep in the crib. So the key is the sooner you start sleep training your baby in a gentle way, doesn't mean that you have to do the cry it out. The sooner you start doing that, the better it is for your baby to overcome teething. They can sleep through that. Any sleep regression, which is anything that disrupts your baby's good sleep patterns. So any noise that your baby wakes up and hears, if they're startled, if you've been practicing sleep training and helping your baby sleep better through the night, whenever they come up on these stumbling blocks or these disruptions, they'll be better able to resettle and put themselves back to sleep.
Next thing you know, it's 10:30, 11 o'clock before I can actually get her down to sleep. Then all I have is a couple of hours of rest before I have to be up in the morning and be at work.
Yeah, and that's the tough part, working in news. If you are working in news on a morning show, a lot of people may not know this, but you have a 6 a.m. show. You have to be at the newsroom around 1 a.m. So it takes hours to prep to do your show. And she probably was so exhausted that she couldn't even help it. And so we just have to have more empathy for moms going through the postpartum phase. That's Dominique's story. Hopefully she will get some help after this major exposure, detailing all the struggles, the sleep struggles that she's going through, and how exhausting motherhood, especially when you're a new parent, can be.